Good morning, investors. Welcome to the 29th of October 2014. The trade for today is called Anglo American, code is AGL. Last traded price was 235 Rand. Action to buy long, objective low to high with the shares movement. Entry level will be 233 Rand and 58 cents. That's the green line, blue line here. Target, that's the green line of 247 Rand and 6 cents. Stop loss to be used is 226 Rand and 84 cents, and that is on the red line. Looking at all the open trades, First Rand, CFR, Mondi, Imperial, and Old Mutual. Looking at the top 40 index, this is the top 40 shares on the JSE. The blue line is the index movement. It's currently trading above the solid 20-day moving average and the dotted 5-day moving average. Looking at the Dow Jones Industrials, currently on Tuesday evening, they closed on a level of 17,005 points. And that is on the education of this line here. So a nice recap happened back to this levels here. Now if you take this again, from that high to this low, the markets almost came down 6.7%. From this current high to this level here, they recovered plus minus almost 5.5%. So the recovery did happen. Fed's meeting will happen about the bond buying back and interest rate announcements will happen late afternoon on Wednesday, so markets could react to this late on evening and tomorrow morning on Thursday morning. Please take note, Americans are quite positive, and as you can see, it does have a short-term effect on the European markets as well as the South African markets and the Asian markets. Looking at your Bollinger Bands, currently this high is 17,000 is the next high, and after that is 17,265 points. So it did break this green line on the Bollinger Band, starting to move higher. Let's go and look at the J200. If you look at the J200, traded downwards between the two channels, the purple and the green, sideways at this moment. Did pick up yesterday quite nicely, trading at 43,181 points. This high here, still to be reckoned, it's a 43,400 points if you want to see a bit of upward movement happening, and that could be supported by 43,800 points on the top here, and that will be on the top of this Bollinger Band on the red line. So let's see where the market takes us today. It seems that we can see a bit of positiveness again in the market, especially European markets, but the US futures are quite flat as we speak. Looking at Shoprite, nice breakup did happen here. I'm going to delete all of these indications so you can actually see what the shares also now doing on the chart. So it went higher after the announcement, and you can see it was trading here above 151, starting to move a bit down. The big question is, you can do the same as these kind of patterns, going a bit sideways and a bit higher. Need to track it very closely. Looking at Mr. Price, Mr. Price broke new highs at 220.85 after it had a previous high of this level here of almost 219. So it's on new record highs there as well. Looking at Woolies, Woolies also started to move a bit slowly upwards, and your next high of support is at 74.23. Major reason why the retailers did well is because your Rand and dollar broke the 11 Rand level, and they're currently trading it close to the 10 Rand 86, 10 Rand 88 level. That is why retailers got a bit of support here on a positive movement. Going to the banking shares, also breaking up on the Barclays side. Currently trading at 164.10. Nice breakup happened here as expected from Monday, and it's currently close to the high of 164.64. So we need to see where this one can push up. Let's go and look at the Standard Bank. Also moved up after the sideways pattern here of 150. Currently testing the 150, and that is on the Fibonacci. If it's going to break this level here, next high could be close to 136 again. So we could see in the short-term period where it can take us to the 136. Looking at your telecommunications, MTN started to move up slightly again in this pattern of these two lows and these two highs here. So currently trading 240. Next high of expectation is close to the 244 in the short term. Vodacom also moved up as expected, but a very small movement happening here from the 128 levels to the 150 levels. Currently trading at 129.80. Next expectation high is close to the 131 in the short term. Imperial started to move upwards, testing the top side of the Bollinger Band as well as the Fibonacci of 183.64 on the 50%. So if it does break these levels here, next high of expectation is on the 38.2%, and that's a level of 189.14. Let's see where the markets can take us on these movements. Looking at your CFRs, still struggling to break these tops here, as explained yesterday morning. And we need to see if the direction will be good. Currently, these lows of 90 Rand are going to play a big role. If it breaks this 90 Rands downwards, next low of expectation is close to 87.75 or a bit low to 86 Rand. So we need to see if this is just a sideways pattern playing out here. If it needs to break the high, it needs to break this high here of almost 92 Rand 10, 92 Rand 42 to go physically higher. Let's see what the market does. Enjoy trading.